Welcome to the Maximize Business Value podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Mastery Partners, where our mission is to equip business owners to maximize business value so they can transition their business on their terms. Our mission was born from the lessons we've learned from over 100 business transactions, which fuels our desire to share our experiences and wisdom so you can succeed. Now here's your host, CEO, Mastery Partners, Tom Bronson.
Hi, this is Tom Bronson, and welcome to Maximize Business Value, a podcast for business owners who are passionate about building long-term sustainable value in your business. Every business on the planet will eventually transition. Wouldn't it be better to transition your business by design rather than default if something should happen? So if you're a business owner who wants to really, honestly, genuinely maximize your value and eventually exit your business on your terms, you found the right place. Congratulations. This episode is part of our series from the latest book, Maximize Business Value Playbook, 65 specific actions to dramatically increase the value of your business. Think of this as the Audible version of that playbook. Today, we're on chapter 16, and it's all about thinking about the timing of significant investments in your business. Now, if you're within 2 years of exiting the business, don't make significant investments in the business. But now, the exception is if there is a clear path to a return on that investment before the planned transition event. Now, investments are typically strategic, and therefore the return may be several years down the road. Even if it's an investment that makes good sense, the buyer will likely discount it and will not give you full value for it unless you can realize the return on investment. Remember, a couple of chapters ago, we talked about return on investment. Any future outcome of an investment that you make just prior to a transition may require the buyer to make additional investments in order to realize that return. That then becomes their investment, and the original investment may be discounted or at best discounted and ignored completely at worst. Now, I've seen this before, or I've said it before in this book. Buyers almost always buy businesses that in their current state, no matter how passionately the current business owner feels about the future of the business, the question is always the same. If the future is so bright, why aren't you holding on to the business until you realize those gains yourself? Now, if you've made a bold investment and the buyer won't budge on it, don't let that kill a good deal. There's always a way to work out an earnout arrangement to reward the investment if it pays off the way you think it will in the future. Now, it bears repeating, buyers almost always buy businesses in their current state. So maximize the current state of your business before it's time to transition. And before you make any significant investments in future outcomes, it's worth having a conversation with us about it. So here are the Maximize Business Value recommended actions on this chapter. Before the planned business transition, reconsider any investments in the business that won't deliver a significant return before the anticipated transition. Number 2, be prepared to negotiate an earnout arrangement if necessary to get a return on that investment. And number 3, search the internet for articles on return on investment and always consult your financial professional within 2 years of divesting. And I'll say it again, it bears saying, if you're thinking of making an investment and you're within 2 years of making a transition, feel free to reach out and give us a call because we will be happy to walk through that investment with you to determine whether or not it's a smart play to invest now. Now, next week, we're going to wrap up the section on finance and accounting with a discussion about having a good banker on your side. This is the Maximize Business Value podcast, where we give practical advice to business owners on how to build long-term sustainable value in your business. If this is the first time that you found the Maximize Business Value podcast, then there are more than 175 episodes just crammed with valuable information, just waiting to be downloaded wherever you found this podcast. I encourage you to go download them today. So until next time, I'm Tom Bronson, reminding you to pick one thing. This week, just pick one thing to dramatically improve the value of your business, and do it today while you maximize business value.
Thank you for tuning into the Maximize Business Value podcast with Tom Bronson. This podcast is brought to you by Mastery Partners, where our mission is to equip business owners to maximize business value so they can transition on their terms. Learn more on how to build long-term sustainable business value and get free value-building tools by visiting our website, www.masterypartners.com. That's master with a Y, masterypartners.com. Check it out.
That was perfect. I wouldn't make any changes on that.